All right, so we go into the 2025 football season for the Auburn Tigers. Auburn Fanatics podcast with Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. We got to talk about some things tonight. Well, as we, kind of ease into fall practice, there's a couple of things on the defense we want to look at. We got DJ Durkin. DJ Durkin anchored this defense as the defensive coordinator for Auburn, coming from Texas A&M, and I think it really wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? He really wasn't that bad as a defensive coordinator, and with the results thereof, you got Auburn 13th in total defense. I think that's pretty good. Run defense 45. I mean, that's a little shaky. Um, they got 23 sacks, which is not too bad. Red zone defense at 8th in the country. Nice. And the reason why that's a big deal because Auburn actually, were able to stay in a lot of games because of this. But here's where things get a little bit tricky for the Auburn defense. Passing yards allowed, 44th. Not really that good because when you really think about the areas that Auburn really struggled with, it was third down conversions, and guess where those happened? Teams weren't running the football to get these third down conversions on Auburn. Teams were passing the football. And a lot of these passes were in the intermediate portion of the football field. They targeted Auburn's linebackers, Austin Keys, in that hash area, and were able to extend a lot of plays and um, keep a lot of drives going that, if you stop those drives, then, you put yourself in a position to where you get the football back and you continue to create momentum and possibly win some of those close games from last year that Auburn did not execute and subsequently were on the losing side of those games. Very unfortunate, actually, because so close, but no cigar. All right, so fourth down conversion. I don't really talk about this too much because there are not many instances in SEC or Power Five football to where, fourth downs are a big thing. But Auburn was not good in stopping teams on when they decided to go for it on fourth down. I think Auburn has some potential here on the defense to really right the wrongs or really right the ship and help this team get to the next level to where they can be somewhat elite in college football. I think they got the guys to do it. I think they got the players to do it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do right now. I want everyone in the comment section to leave in the comment section who do you think is going to be the most impactful player on this Auburn defense? Right? Who's going to be the most impactful? We need to know. I want to know from you all because whenever I do these videos, there's always this, you know, I'm not going to say backlash, but you all always have your opinions of who you think are, contrary to what I may believe. So I want to know who do you think are the impactful players for the Auburn defense because this will be the most impactful or the most important position group on the field this year. I think the offense will be much improved. I think the offense will keep the defense out of some of the pressure situations that were presented to them on last year. But I want to know who you got because I know who I got. And I'm about to tell you who I got, right? Man, it is hot in Georgia tonight. My goodness. It's probably about 90 something degrees easy. But anyway, key players for this defense. I got Keldric Faulk. I mean, that's an easy one. Keldric Faulk, a vocal leader. I think Keldric Faulk will have a great year. I think he will have a great year because he's got a lot of support now. I think he has a lot of support from the transfer portal. I think he has a lot more depth. And I think the offense will give this defense a little bit more rest, a little bit less anxiety to where they have to make, the key stops for a young defense that they had to make last year. I think that was a big ask. I don't think that will be a thing this year. But I think Keldric Faulk anchoring this defense, being a little bit more rested, being a little bit more, a lot more pressure taken off of him will be a huge thing for the Tigers. War, damn, Eagle. Also, I think another position to watch is the linebackers. You got Keon Crawford at the Buck linebacker position, Robert Woodyard at the uh, middle linebacker position, and DeMarcus Riddick. I think DeMarcus Riddick is a super athlete and can really make some things happen for this Auburn defense. And I think they have to. Hugh Freeze talked about in his presser at SEC Media Days that the linebackers had to be faster. Yeah, you're right. They had to be faster because what you had was kind of sort of not fast enough. But now you have athleticism at that linebacker position that can help on some of these, third and crucial situations where you take a lot of pressure off of the secondary. And I think that will be huge for Auburn. And you got some key transfers, that will be coming in. I like Jacoby Matthews from Texas A&M. You got a guy that was former 5-star recruit out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana, was picked up by Texas A&M, didn't get a lot of, pub there, but now Auburn has taken a chance on him, and is also projected. And you look at the projected depth chart, he's probably going to be a starter. I think that's a good thing. And key transfers, I think at the linebacker position, Caleb Wheatland from Wisconsin. Maryland. I'm sorry. I think that's going to be a huge gain for the Tigers. So, in the comment section, let me know where you think this defense is headed. Do you think this is a defense that can put Auburn in a winning category this year or help out? This is the Auburn Fanatics podcast with Vernon Speak Sports. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.